Welcome to the SureHedge Nation Church. The SureHedge Nation Church, a real family for everyone.
The third line of thought, and that's where I'm going to dwell. He said he will show you great and mighty things. How many of us actually have access to this information of great and mighty things? Because if the Lord shows you great and mighty things, and you have seen great and mighty things, then great and mighty things are supposed to be happenings around your life. Did you hear what I just said? If God shows you great and mighty things, it means that great and mighty things ought to be happening in your life. So if they are not happening in your life, it means you have not broken into the realm. And these are some of the things I want us to look at patiently but quickly. Now, we didn't request for it. We only call on him. He answers us and went further to show us great and mighty things. Sir, there is no way our life can receive a turnaround experience if he has not shown us anything. But now, here comes a big problem. And what is the big problem? Is that he cannot lie. If he said he will show you, it means he will show you. So it means that it is possible that he has shown us. But there's a problem somewhere. And that is in our receiving signals. Let's begin to face reality. If he promised to show you great and mighty things and he does not fail, it means every time you call, he shows you great and mighty things. But whether you see what he shows you is another matter. And that is what I want us to look at this morning. We don't see what he shows us because of three factors. And I will speak on one today because I want to maximize my time. And the first factor why when he shows us we don't see it or we don't even bother to access it is one major factor. And the factor is called our personal perception. Write it down. Personal perception. Now, personal perception is the way you feel about things, is the way you think about things, is the way you view things. Your perception, your personal perception about God and about everything about what he can do can go a long way. If your perception is wrong, everything about your life will be wrong. You can have a wrong perception and do the right thing. And you can have the right perception and do the wrong thing. It's all about perception. Let me go further to talk to you about perception. For example, if you perceive that Apostle Gift is a wicked woman, I hope you know that every approach towards her, you will guide some kind of defense because you are going to meet a wicked woman. Am I talking to somebody here? But Apostle Gift may not necessarily be wicked. It's just your perception. And so at every time you approach her from that dimension. Now, even if somebody tells you, one of the nicest person I have seen in my life is Apostle Gift, you will tell yourself, it be like saying now because she never show you. The day where she go show you, you go know say this thing where you talk, now joke you the joke. You know why? Because there is already a perception about that person. That is the same perception we deploy into things. We also have perception about things. We also have perception about God. And that is why we don't think God the same. We serve the same God, but we don't think God the same. And so our perception is the first limitation that we ever and will ever have. It's not even the devil, it's our perception about this God when he said he will show you great and mighty things. Your perception. What does perception do to us? Number one is that perception help us to define what great and mighty things are. Your perception, not God's perception, your perception helps you as an individual to define what great and mighty things are. What do I mean? When God said he will show you great and mighty things, you are the one already picturing what the great and mighty. He never showed you. You are picturing it because that is your own yardstick of what is called great and mighty. And that your perception is completely wrong because it has a way of limiting and reducing God from doing the fullness of who he is in your life. I don't know if you're getting me this morning. So when God said he will show you great and mighty things, and your understanding of great and mighty things is that in the year 2025, God will give me plenty of money. I will not suffer for money the way I suffer for money this year. And probably I would have bought a piece of land and put a small bungalow on it. That is your perception and understanding of what great and mighty is, because that is your immediate need and that is what you feel is your problem. But when God speaks of great and mighty things, it goes beyond giving you what is called a piece called money. It goes beyond giving you a piece called land, because the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. So God is capable of delivering a nation into your hand and the wealth of the nation into your hand. But by your perception, you have reduced God to just mere $1 million or 2 million or 5 million. That is your understanding of great and mighty, because you have never had 1 million before. So you think 5 million is a big money to you. It's a big money to you, but it is not part of the great and the mighty. Because when God is said to bless a man, he doesn't give you what will make you look for more. It gives you what will produce more. Am I communicating in the house? So God doesn't give you what will make you look for more. He gives you what will make you get more. So when we talk about great and mighty, we are talking about a seed in your life that will bring about bountiful harvest. So stop limiting God by defining it from your perception, because that's the problem. Oh God, as this year is rounding up, let me just meet one man called Destiny Helper. Let the man just see me and laugh and just transfer one money to me. Or you wake up and pray some funny prayers. Let somebody make a mistake in transferring money and let the money hit into my account. As I wake up in the morning, I am seeing 25 million that somebody mistakenly and carelessly throw into my account. That is not great and mighty things. It's an error that brought about it, but God does not bless through error. You didn't hear what I said. God is intentional about blessing us. If he wants to bless you, he doesn't need to create an error to bless you, because it's not an error God. God will create a source and build the source for your purpose and bring you into the source and bless you from the source. So stop playing from your perception and approaching God from your perception, because he's the one that wants to show you. You didn't ask for it. You didn't hear what I said. He didn't say because you asked. He said, call upon me and I will answer you. For calling me, I will answer. But I will go further. It is my will. It is my pleasure. It is my joy. It is my delight to show you great and mighty things, to drop important secrets in your life. It is my goodwill and my pleasure. It is not your request or your making. So stop bringing in your perception and limiting God. That's where the problem is. Our perception is our problem. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, watch your perception. Say it again. Say, neighbor, watch your perception. Second thing you must understand about personal perception is that it has a way of helping us to predetermine our expectation. Your perception helps you to predetermine your expectations. I will give you another example. If a wealthy man comes into this church and worship with us, and when he was leaving, he just said, I like you. Pastor, I like this person. Please transfer your account number. I'll send you something within the week. I'm trying to tell you what expectation of pre-mindset can do for you. Now you start weighing the capacity of the man. This guy is a millionaire. So at least he bad. He not tell you how much he want give you. But you don't start your own mathematics. He bad. He go give me like 500. But make God just touch and make him move and small, go 1 million. I don't know if you understand what I mean, that a pre-mindset. So now you they set the boundary. You don't even know what the man had in mind. You were not the one that put the thought in the mind of the person, but you are already presetting what you are expecting. And then some of us can so beg it to say, okay, give him plus. Because he know me and he saying like me. Let's say if you give me like 2 million maximum. Now you go further to start spending the 2 million. You don't know that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have started calculating from the 2 million. I'm going to take 200,000 and pay my house rent in advance. Then that thing where I be one buy last year where I no fee buy, and at 250,000 I they go buy them. Then you are thinking of changing your phone or adding another phone to that. The money never come, or the man not tell you how much he wants sent to you. But you have started spending the money that you have not planned for, you didn't bargain for, you didn't ask for. The man just choose to say he wants to bless you. This is the problem we have. He said he wants to show us. We are already determining what we want to see. I don't know if you understand me. In what God wants to show me, I want to see a car inside. I want to see a house inside. I want to see a wife inside. You're already predetermining what he said he will show you, not knowing that what he's about to show you is nothing compared. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody this morning, but this is the problem. Spend 2.2 million. For 2 million you don't have. Your budget is already 2.2. You now try to say, let me stretch my feet. May God touch the man to make it 2.5.